Hi lovelies, I'm Jade and here is an energising and grounding yoga flow for you today. This is probably best done in the morning or throughout the day for a little pick me up and to find your centre again. So we'll start with a grounding meditation, finding your comfortable seated position. Sit up on a cushion if you'd like to elongate the spine, or choose an alternative position for the legs, maybe on the knees or with the legs extended out. We'll roll the shoulders back and down. Turn the palms up, relax the fingers, closing down the eyes or having a soft gaze in front. And just finding your breath. Starting to turn that awareness from the external to the internal. And noticing how you're feeling right now. Noticing how your body feels. Picking up in any places that feel tense or tired, or maybe places that feel open and flowing. And just feeling the sit bones and the legs grounding down, softening through the shoulders and the hips to receive that support below. From there, gently lengthen through the spine, lifting the crown of the head, tucking the chin slightly, the back of the neck long. And starting to deepen the breath. Following the movement of the breath, in and out, through the nostrils. And as you consciously deepen and lengthen the breath, noticing how it moves in the body. The expansion and contraction, the ebb and flow. And as you breathe, now we're going to imagine, visualize or sense a central pillar moving down from the crown of the head all the way down through the central channel, through the spine, to the perineum, to your base. And as you breathe, imagine the breath as light descending down into the crown, down through this central pillar to your base chakra and the perineum. And as you breathe out, that energy, that life force moving back up again. Continuing like this, breathing in, the energy descends down the breath to the bottom, to the base, and breathing out, it comes back up again. Visualizing this channel clean and clear. And however this visualization presents to you, just go with it. You might see it as colour. It might have a texture or a feeling in your body. Stay here a few more breaths with this central channel, Sushumna Nadi, the main central channel of the body. And letting that vision disappear now, just staying with these nice deep opening breaths. And making an intention to stay connected to your breath. Using this practice as a priority as we move the body. So it's not how we move, it's not what we look like, but rather it's our presence and our connection to our breath that we want to focus on and cultivate. When you're ready, bringing the palms together at the third eye center. Make your intention. Maybe it's to send the efforts of our practice today out to people who might need it in the world today. Anyone experiencing fear or anxiety, or in need of some healing. And we bring the hands to the heart center, chanting the mantra Om to send it out, taking a deep breath. Out, finding yourself onto all fours, planting the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and we'll just start to move in whatever way feels right for you today. You can make circles with the body, you can make undulations with the spine like cat and cow, you can rock your weight forward and backwards. Maybe you find a sweet position that helps you to open and release through your body. Take this time to tune in to where you feel tired and tense, and allow it to open and release. And when you're ready, we'll come into melting heart pose, walking the hands forward, leaving the hips over the knees, sinking down. Another option is to bend the elbows, place the palms together and the thumbs at the back of the neck, sinking the heart down towards the earth and really allowing the spine to lengthen into a little back bend. Breathe into the back body and release tension on the out breath. When you're ready, planting the palms down and walking the hands all the way back in, underneath the shoulders, pressing the right foot out on the toes, lengthening out to the heel so you'll feel the stretch through the hamstring, through the calf of that right leg. And then releasing, changing the other direction, lengthening out that leg, pressing it away, maybe a little rocking backwards and forwards. And then we'll come into a child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, pressing the sit bones to the heels, lengthening forward. Using your hands to really press the sit bones to the heels. If your forehead comes down, you can bring it down. If not, you can stay maybe on the forearms. And then lift it up. From all fours, we'll start to tuck the toes under and lift into your first downward dog today. Paddling out the feet, opening through the hips, the legs. We'll lift the left leg, three-legged dog, bend the knee, opening it out, stacking the hips, and then start to rotate that knee around in circles, fully rotating around the hip joint in any direction. Try and keep the upper body pressing back towards the thighs as in downward dog, and then we'll go in the other direction, lifting and moving. And then lifting back to down, three-legged dog. Come up onto the ball of the right foot and step that left foot through. Shift your weight forward, hug the knee in and step the foot in between the hands. Shuffle it forward if you need to. Feel grounded and weighted down to the earth, and then reach the arms forward, lengthening. Keep the arms beside the ears, root the feet and inhale to lift into this high lunge. As we exhale out through the mouth, cactus arms, drawing the elbows down. Inhale to lift and exhale. We'll do one more and exhale. Coming all the way down, root the hands underneath the shoulders and step it back into a plank position. Scoop the tailbone under, lift the lower belly and stopping here, Breathe in deeply. Building strength in the core and the arms. And on the next out breath, knees come down and the chest and chin. And then lifting up into a low cobra. So we want to really be using the muscles of our back. Roll the shoulders back and down and lift it up. You can squeeze your glutes to help with that lift. To make sure we're not using our arms, we can lift up our hands and just take a few breaths there. And then exhale to come down. Plant the hands beside the ribs. Tuck the toes. Either come back into a child's pose or straight into a downward dog. Walking it out again if that feels right. And then when you're ready, pressing the left heel towards the mat and lifting the right leg for three-legged dog. Opening out the knee, keeping the upper body the same as it is in down dog. Squaring off the shoulders. When you're ready, any direction, circling that knee around the hip joint. And the other direction. And then coming into a three-legged dog. Lift onto the ball of the left foot, get space between you and the ground, and then draw that right knee as you shift your weight forward, and then bringing that through, or shuffling it forward, whatever way works. When you're ready, we reach the arms forward beside the ears, lengthen the fingers away, get length through the spine, root the feet, and inhale to lift up in this high lunge. Preparing to breathe out, drawing the arms down, cactus. Release. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale. Once more. And then we'll press the hands again, either side of that foot, plank position. And exhale, knees down, chest and chin. This time lifting up into more of a high cobra. We really want to roll the shoulders back and down. Everyone has different length arms. Mine are quite long, so I bend my elbows to avoid this. We really want to draw as maximum space in between the ears and the shoulders. And breathe there. So doing this doesn't really help. It's not really giving us more of a back bend. Rather tucking the chin in and lifting up the crown of the head helps to elongate the back of the neck and create more space. On the next out breath, coming down. Tuck the toes, your choice, either straight to down dog or through a little child's pose first. Pedaling it out. And then walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale, coming down. Raggy dog pose. Take the elbows or just swaying side to side. Find some looseness in here, swaying. You know, a lot of the traditional yoga moves are quite linear and masculine in the way they are formed, in the way yoga is constructed. It's really nice to add a little bit of movement and flow, a little bit of intuitive movement for your body. Maybe bending one knee and the other. Inhale to lift and lengthen the spine. Press the hands on the shins. And then exhale to fold down. Preparing to come all the way up. Root the feet as you open. A reverse swan dive. Come up with a flat back as if you're gathering up energy from the earth into a ball around your body. And then as you breathe out, drawing it down, centering it in your heart. Just stopping here in Tadasana. Palms together, thumbs touch the center of the chest, feeling rooted with your feet in the ground, and from there lifting through the crown of the head, lengthening through the spine. Deep breaths, noticing any changes in the body, in the breath, sensations. Become a witness. And next we come through Utkatasana, chair pose. As we exhale, we bend the knees, sweep the arms down, weights in the heels. Inhale to lift the arms, slide the shoulders away from the ears again, and exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, flat back. And on the exhale, right foot stepping back into runner's lunge. Now just watch, inhale, going to bring both hands towards the right and start to turn the feet into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to folding forward. Walking the hands so that eventually they're in line with the feet. If not, staying up is here. Make sure to listen to your own body. And coming down. Hello. On the next in-breath, lengthen the spine parallel to the floor. And on the out-breath, crawling back to the front of the mat, come on the ball of the back foot, runner's lunge. And we'll just move through a little vinyasa. Press the hands, inhale into your plank, and exhale to lower down. This time we're going to reach the arms forward. And as we breathe in, we'll lift arms and chest, legs and feet, and then exhaling down. Inhale to lift, exhale lower. And once more, lift, exhale lower. Slide the hands back, press into a little child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. Deep breath into the back body. And then pressing into the hands to lift up, tuck the toes, downward dog. Inhale to lift the right leg up, on the out breath drawing it through in between the hands. This time place the back foot in a little bit more, turn the toes out, and then reach the arms forward and lift it all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Both hips are flowing forward, so hug the right hip back and the left forward. Feet are on separate train tracks for Parsakonasana or pyramid pose. You can either take hold of the elbows behind the back or reverse Anjali Mudra, using that to really open through the chest. Inhale to lift the chest as the chest leads, folding forward on the out breath. Keep rooting both feet equally, so back and front foot rooted. Deepen the breath there, remembering that connection to our breath is the priority. The breath is our ally. The breath is a gateway to soul connection and to calming the mind and the nervous system. Next out breath, release the hands down either side of the foot. And then on the in breath, start to lift up the back foot. When you're ready, you can bring the arms in, warrior 3 pose, maybe flying the hands back or to the sides or even reaching them forward. Keep turning the back toes down. And then on an out breath, bring the hands down, stepping into a forward fold. Folding the knees, bending the knees, little ragdoll if you want to, folding and moving. And preparing to come up, that reverse swan dive, gathering the energy from the earth, lifting it around the body. And exhale, drawing it down your center line to your heart. Coming home to yourself for a few breaths and becoming a witness of what's there. Okay, so we come to the other side, starting with chair pose again. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms down. Inhale to lift the hands. Exhale, folding all the way down. Inhale, flat back, hands to the shins. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold, left foot stepping back. This time turning the hands towards the left, swishing the feet to the toes, face forward, slightly pigeon-toed. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, right hand is going to come underneath where your face is. Turning into a twist, turning the left hand, turning the chest towards the left side and lifting up. So we're pressing, the more you press into the floor to turn the chest towards the left, the more you can get into that twist. Try and keep squaring off the hips, but remember, connection to the breath is that priority. Deep breaths. Never pushing beyond your boundary, always staying there. And eventually, over time, that boundary and the lines might increase. Exhale to come down, swapping the hands, and inhale to open and twist to the other side. Stay with the breath, deep belly breaths. On the out breath, bring it down. On the in breath, crawl back to the front into that runner's lunge. And move through our little vinyasa, so plant the hands under the shoulders, inhale to plank, and exhale, bringing it down. Inhale in a little cobra, elbows tucked, shoulders down. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, and exhale, step it between the hands. Step the right foot in slightly, legs are straight, feet are rooted, back toes turned out. Reach the arms forward, press the feet, and inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands taken for pyramid pose, elbows if you did that, or reverse Anjali Mudra. Using that to open the chest as we inhale, lift the heart, and as we exhale, lean and forward. Keep hugging the left hip back, right hip forward, and find your breath there. On the next out breath, release the hands either side of the foot. Root the weight into the front foot, so start to lift onto the ball of the back foot and eventually start to lift in to our warrior 3 position. Hands reaching back to the side or forward, whatever feels right for you. And then exhale, coming down into ragdoll again. Soft and flowing moves, or finding stillness there if that's right for you. And from there, we're just going to heel toe the feet out to the side and drop it down into a squat. So if your heels come up, then that's fine. If not, just let them come up or let them come down, whatever works for you. Everyone's squat is differently. Palms come together, using that to lift and lengthen through the spine, lifting the crown again, finding the back of the neck, finding length there. Deep, full breaths. And we'll start to come down. We'll do a little forward fold, so starting to really ground down. If you find you're rounding in the back again, sit up on a block or a cushion, or you can even bend the knees if you've got tight hamstrings like me. Inhale to lift the arms, keeping them beside the ears, and exhale to come forward. You can take the feet or the legs, or just allow the hands to relax beside the body. And start to find your breath. So if you can, we're starting to make the out breath twice as long as the in breath. And each time you breathe out, it's a sense of letting go and surrendering down into the ground. So all that energy that we've stirred up, we're allowing it to come down to the ground for balance. And ready to come out, reach the arms forward, inhale to lift. And exhale, bring the hands back, weight into the hands, fingers can be forward or backwards, whatever feels right. And just lifting into a high plank, an upward plank, sorry. And exhale to come down. We'll take a yin style pose, so we'll hold it for a few minutes. Supta Baddha Konasana. So lying down, soles of the feet together, arms can be over the head to bring in an extension of the shoulders and chest. Try and roll the shoulders underneath the body and drawing the heels towards the perineum as much as feels right for you. See if you can just for a moment tuck the tail under and lengthen out the lower back. So scooping the tail under and just grounding down here, staying with the double out breath. Letting go, surrender. Feel as though the stillness of the body is like the earth, and the movement of the breath is like the waters. And take 3 full last deep breaths there. If your mind is racing, just stay focused on the out breaths and that softening of the body. Bring the arms over, bring the knees together. Heel toe the feet mat distance apart and allow the knees to rest together for a moment. And we're just going to window wipe the knees out. Hands can stay on the belly or out. Keep the feet where they are, so quite wide, mat distance. And then from there, just bring the knees to one side. And inhale, come back up. Exhale to the other side. So you're just coming onto the knife edges of the feet, rocking the weight side to side. It might feel good to stay on one side for a few breaths. Do that if it feels right. So I always say that your body is your teacher. I'm merely your guide. Our bodies hold intelligence and wisdom that goes way beyond our minds. You know, we have to study for years and years just to understand the systems of the body that are naturally happening. And so here we are at Shavasana, fully surrendering, opening the palms to the sky, softening the body, finding the breath. And maybe working with a visualization here, that you're standing at the edge of the ocean. Each time you breathe in, the waves come towards you, and each time you breathe out, they go away again. Syncing your breath up with the tide, breathing in as it comes in and breathing out as it goes out. Preparing to come back with some movement in the fingers and toes, moving the neck a little bit, maybe having a full body stretch. And then bending the knees to roll onto the right side and just stopping here for a moment. Stopping there, curling into the fetal position and just connecting to that essence that is your true nature. And so often this part of ourselves just longs to be honoured and heard. It's really nice to work with this mantra, I love you, I am listening. I love you, I am listening. And to come out, we'll just bring the palms of the hands together in prayer position and bow the head towards the heart, so we're honouring the light of the truth inside of our own hearts, our true teacher. Coming back, we'll rub the palms of the hands, revive the eyes, blink a few times, opening the eyes, and then drawing the hands down to the heart. Namaste. See you next time.